Okay. Let's see if I could summon this dude. Is this rage bait? No, it's late. I don't have the time to do what I want, unfortunately. Why would it be rage bait? Since when do I lie about what game I'm gonna stream? Like, if you see the stream name come up, that's the game, bro. Oh yeah, I was playing this, by the way. Like, I wouldn't do that. I did it once to bait Devin with Elden Ring, so it was like a positive thing. I got a note for Dark Souls 3. Yeah, I fucking hit public instead of change the date. We're gonna play Dark Souls 3 tomorrow, because like I said yesterday, there's no way I have enough time, or sorry, we will finish Assassin's Creed tomorrow. So because we'll finish it early, I'm gonna cram those two together, because I'm tired tonight. I'm sorry, man. Like, I wish I wasn't, but I just am. Plus, this dude's supposed to... I asked this dude if he wants to join. Sorry, no Dax. Dax is busy. Dax been doing a lot of stuff. What is this bait and switch? Oh my god! Guys, the title of the stream is not Dark Souls. It is a different stream. Thankfully, the notification went off. For once, the notification works. It's the day I decide not to do it. I'm getting fucked by YouTube. It's not my fault, I swear. What do you want from me, man? It's like, I know I'm not going to get enough done in an hour of Dark Souls. You know, that's the problem. I know I'm not going to accomplish enough. Plus, you asked for another ZA stream, I think. Oh! Yo! Not you, but welcome. Dude, I got a shiny alpha. Do you see this shit? Look at that. Alternate fucking coloring. And as you can see, alphas have a negative to catch rate, which is magnificent. Just in case anyone's wondering, it's really rare to get a shiny alpha. What does this have to do with MLK dying today? Bro just wanted to bring up black people. My disciple, I have taught you well. Yeah, isn't that what Don Lemon did? He specifically knew that they were going to be at that dude's house, and he was there on the scene when they did it. What's up, Max? Okay, good talk. Shiny Chikorita. I'm gonna have to buy more luxury balls, which means I'll actually have to play this game's story mode. Sorry, not story mode. I'll actually have to do the online. Can I get a shiny female, please? Like, I feel like the problem is that I never get shiny. Oh, I did. What the fuck? Okay, never mind. It's also convenient and retroactively tailored to you skimping on a hard, annoying game. What do you mean? Do you want an hour-long Dark Souls stream where we don't accomplish anything? Because in an hour, this dude and I are gonna go play, what's it called, Batman? Like, I just feel like that's not worth it. I'd rather give it 110, and I know tomorrow I'll be well rested because I don't plan to get out of bed till like 11. And plus, I've given tons of hardship, man. What do you mean? Bro doesn't believe that. You understand this summer is going to be the summer of streaming, right? Like, I have a literal stack of video games that I will be streaming over the summer, in addition to the usual lineup. And it's not going to be like 1 or 2 hour streams. I'm talking long streams. I plan to replay a lot of games I played before. I even want to throw in Senran Kagura because I know you'll want to see it. Now, will I stream it on YouTube? Probably not. I'm just being honest with you. I'll probably use the Kick channel for that. That's not what I want to do. Senran Kagura, I'll try Shinobi, and I'll go back to Estival Versus, and I genuinely, like, that's up to you, homie. Vif, or sorry, not Vif, the other guy. Narg, that's up to you and Haruna if he's around. I'll be on life support trying to play those games. I'm just being completely honest with you. Okay? Yeah, I will try Shinobi Versus because it's on Steam, and then I will try the other one. It's up to you guys, alright? Not, you know, I'll play it, but y'all gotta be there to shoot the shit and chat, because I hate those games. I thought it was terrible. If anything, I like having one game that I kind of just grind away at to come back to and stream. I'm thinking eventually that game has to become Hyrule Warriors Definitive, because I bought that game originally, bought the DLC pass, didn't play all the DLC, bought it for the 3DS, didn't really play it. That was kind of a stupid purchase. And then I bought it again one last time for the Switch, and I literally have never played that. So this summer I'm planning to get back to all the stuff, man. I know I just got to push through until the end of like mid-June, because I'm by the time I'm home and chilling, I'm tired, man. This dude's tired too. Estival's a bug-ridden mess. Yeah, but isn't it kind of fucked that Estival is the one that I think that's more popular? That's where I heard about this shit. Dude, I love sushi. Want to try other things like it? Dude, ramen is the fucking best. I'll tell you that much. I think we're running out of time. No.
Some salad. Now I'm eating fried calamari.
Dude, this guy eats like a fucking king, but to be fair, he works like a king, so I can't even be angry at him. Okay. Will it time out if I'm in a menu? No. Being in a menu pauses it. Look at that. Okay, anyway. Estival is one of my favorite characters. I wish I knew anything about whatever the fuck was going on in that game, dude. I played it because of the Twitch debacle. I mean, now look at what Twitch is. So, it kind of makes perfect sense why all that shit went down now. I mean, obviously. Pikachu. Primeape, Meditite, and Pancham. Zubat, Venipede, Bellsprout, Farfetch'd, Meditite, Machoke. I guess we just do the nightly bullshit. Let me know how good the volume is, by the way. I feel like the volume has been too low on streams lately. What? Oh, what the fuck? How do you even get up here? Oh, there's a staircase. Okay. I don't know. I never was a fan of like squid. That's just something I was never that into. Squid and, you know, other stuff like that. Insert erotic comment about Pokemon here. Oh, I'm still in top chat on OBS. It got completely blocked. I really hate that you do this. You're the reason why I'll never... You know, I thought about this, Narg. You are probably the reason why I can never play certain games on this channel. Gotta wonder if I'm gonna get in trouble for broadcasting this game and radicalizing this random dude from like Central America. Anyway, I feel like certain games I can never play on the channel because the comments, the chat's gonna be so ridiculous. I have to turn the chat to emote only, if that even exists on YouTube. will not elaborate on this any further. I'm an asshole. Woo! Drops a pipe bomb, refuses to elaborate. Oh my god, lady. Wow, that was great. I might try Rage as well. I remember when people were talking about Rage, but I think the only thing I really remember from it was that it had like really good graphics on PC. I feel like that's another Crackdown, which was also another game I bought, by the way. But I think I'm pretty much done buying games for now. We were talking about Need for Speed because Forza Horizon 6 just came out. And I was like, yo, they got Joji in it. First of all, the fact that they put Joji in it was cool as fuck. I think that's awesome. Oh shit. Wrong move. Someone has Thunder Punch on that button. I don't know who. They got Creepy Nuts. The soundtrack of that game is already like a W, but I've never bought a Forza game before. So I don't know. I don't know if people would want to see me play a Forza game, if it'd be worth the $70. So I guess I'll pose that to you guys, and maybe I'll ask Devin and Warlord, right? Like, you guys think it's worth playing Forza 6 or Forza Horizon 6? I think I bought like all the other Forza games. Oh, I did not know you were there. Whoops. I think I bought all the other ones kind of recently, though. Can you not, dude? Unbelievable. Well, yeah, I prefer Need for Speed because usually Need for Speed has that more like grunge, you know, like not grunge, grim, that more grim, gritty, you know, like racing aesthetic and racing vibe. So there's like a couple of them that actually have story modes. So maybe those are some of the ones I'd want to actually play. Okay. Anyway. Calamari can be good or bad, but I don't really eat it that often. It's like bougie food.
It's really said the Netflix show made Argasax look so basic.
Imagine liking anything Adi Shankar puts out. We really should dissect you on a fucking table. Like,
yeah,
I remember people were like, oh, you know what's really cool? It's like America invades and kills demons. And it's like, okay, that's cool, but that's not Devil May Cry. Unless there's a massive Call of Duty segment in DMC5. I'm pretty sure that's... Oh, I'm on the wrong thing, by the way. Pretty sure that's not a... That's not Devil May Cry. Which is why we're playing DMC5. Once we're done with this Batman bullshit... well, we technically won't get to Lego DC Supervillains, which sucks. Like, that's the one casualty. We just don't have enough time to do Lego DC Supervillains. I actually kind of want to do it, but I guess if we do it, maybe we'll do it later. I don't know. Maybe I'm kind of already burnt out on fucking Lego Batman, to be honest with you. I don't know about you, Max. At least these other Lego Batman games. But we're getting through two major games that I put off this year. We're getting through DMC5 and we're getting through what's the other one? I'm tired, man. What's the other one, Max? He's eating. What's the other major game we need to get through? Arkham Knight. Once
Oh,
I
gosh,
get
we
free
also
time,
need to
I'm
play
getting...
Devil May Cry 5.
Well, right, Devil May Cry 5, because I can just do that whenever, but I gotta do all the stupid fucking Riddler trophies. And that's something that I'm not gonna make this guy sit through, and I'm not gonna... It's really dumb, actually. I really hate that. It's the worst part.
I love how Fallen Survivor brought the ninth sister back. Just for her to just get fucked. Just to
I
fuck
expect
off
her in the third
game.
game. They better
She's
not
dead.
deny me.
No, he killed her.
Lie. I didn't see anything.
Bro,
that's like the Star Wars way, by the way. Character is dead. Actually, no, they're not. Literally just the Star Wars way. I mean, like, the more that you get into Star Wars, the more you have to comprehend, like, oh, this character is dead. No, they're not. This character's dead. No, they're not. Like, if you don't watch any of the EU shit, half of these characters just come back 5 minutes later, and it's like, oh, whatever, cool. Listen, I ain't complaining. I like Star Wars. Well, I used to. Nowadays, I couldn't be bothered to go watch Pedro Pascal make out with Stephen Colbert to sell tickets. Tickets? That's not because I'm being anti-gay. It's because
Stephen
it's
Colbert
weird.
to I'm gonna kiss Stephen Colbert. Yeah,
no,
but
this will help
how
us
you
win
advertising?
tickets, right? Tickets.
How you advertising Star Wars?
Advertising. Oh my god, that's so funny. They literally did the burger meme. Hey, how will this ad help us sell more burgers? Burgers? How will wokeifying our game help us move copies? Move copies? Why is Corbeau the coolest character in this game, and then he does this little bitch hop when he throws his Pokemon? Dude, ZA has so much more sauce than any Pokemon game in recent memory. I'm sorry. I refuse to accept anything else, man. How is he alive? Great. Hello, Kumi. No, he's cool. Don't do that to my boy. What just happened? Okay. That was an interesting tie right there.
Yeah, get stomped out, motherfucker!
I didn't die. Hey, I didn't die. That's not supposed to happen. Wow. Anyway. And this is why I don't feel bad, like, at all whenever I have to use, like... Why do you have bullet seed, asshole? And one of those was a crit, by the way. Scolipede is what? Bug Steel? Does it lose its poison type? I actually don't know what happens with Mega Scolipede because this is a new Mega. Dude, I'm gonna play Wind and Waves and be so annoyed the whole time, dude. I'm sorry. I just know going into Wind and Waves, I'm gonna fucking hate that game. Oh, it's looking to protect. See that? Oh, fuck me. Oh, boy. Run! Man, the wind-up on that is long. Now. What? How the fuck did that not work? That's stupid. Good thing we don't need the experience. That's not even one of the more intimidating people to fight. I just have no idea what the fuck happened there. Okay. Que me das por un Xerneas? Sorry, my bare minimum Spanish probably tells me the answer to that is no. I only took Spanish for like 10 years and basically learned nothing. I never said I was good at school. That's actually a lie, I was okay. What is it, Beedrill? Did you see the, oh, did I post it in here? Where it was like, dudes will look at the Dex cut and be like, this is awesome, actually. And it's literally just someone showing like, hey, if you caught an Alolan Rattata, you cannot use it in any game in the last 10 years, basically. Think about that. If you got an Alolan Rattata in Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, or Sun and Moon, you literally can't bring it into any game on the Switch yet. At all. It is still stuck either in Pokemon Home or in Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. For indefinitely, basically. Even though Rattata exists, I guess, in what? Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee? You can't use Alolan Rattata in any current game that's out. None. Zero. Yeah, the Dex cut was actually awesome, guys. I love it. I love not being able to use Pokemon for no reason, then they just won't port them. Game Freak is seriously one of the worst fucking companies, man. It's absolutely asininely, absurdly stupid. And I think about this way more than I need to. In fact, I had one of my friends play Pokemon Coliseum recently, and he was like, dude, what the hell is this? This game looks basically like what we have now. And I was like, yeah, isn't it kind of crazy? A 2003 Pokemon game, outside of Jumpluff Shadows, looks basically more or less identical to what we have now. Obviously, we have better lighting and gloss on the characters, but it's effectively just the same thing. That noise was crazy. Oh no, you could use Rattata in Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl, but because they didn't really put anything else into the fucking game, you can't use any of the new shit. What a nightmare. What a fucking disaster. That's why I praise Arceus so much, because Arceus is pretty much the only game on the Switch that I actually enjoy for Pokemon. Like, everything else has just been kind of meh. Like, it's just existed. Like, I've done it. And that's it. Like, this game, like, just the Legends games. Like, everything else I kind of just played because it was new. And because Ash would show up and, you know, we'd play and trade or whatever. Genuinely, I just was not a huge... Fuck. I have not been a huge fan of what they've done at all. Okay. Land hits with ground type moves. Okay, anyway. Look, I like Aggron as much as the next dude. That was trash. You gonna come investigate on me? Thank you. So Max, what are you up to? Bro is clocked. Never mind. Well, we're gonna try to do Lego Batman 3 at 9:30. As I always say, like, Saturdays and Fridays are the only 2 days that we could actually record, so. Land hits with normal types. Oh, land super effective hits with ground types. What fucking garbage, bro. Yeah, basically what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get back all the money I spent doing half of those side quests. I have to get all the money I spent back. That's gonna be fun. Oh, bullshit. Alright, explode, whatever. Video games are hard, dude. I mean, that's why every game is going to become mixtape in the future. You just won't have to worry about playing or doing anything. Mega Alpha. Wait. What's the way in? I kind of want to catch this. Dude, the entrances to this shit are so just off. Are you aggressive? Yes, you are. Of course you are. Damn! Okay, cool. Alright, out. Hello, Ash. Hello, I'm very tired. Yes, me too. We have a lot in common. Oh, emotionally? Okay, mine's physical. That's fine, though. I'm sorry to hear that. I'm trying to get back all the money I spent on this game. Yeah, I should have picked up the other card. Land of any hits with ground types. Huge, huge fucking L. So shit all the time, I'm burnt out. Yeah, I get that. Sometimes, you know, you're just like... You know, I heard a great phrase one time. The days are long, but the years are short. If that makes sense. Days are long, but the years are short. Watching my friend play Pokemon Coliseum kind of makes me want to play it again. But then watching him play it reminded me that the game turns into a grind fest like about 40% of the way through. And in my mind, I'm like, oh god. Like, do I want to... Like, I like Pokemon Coliseum. Don't get it twisted. It's one of my favorite GameCube games. The problem... I mean, they're all kind of my favorite GameCube game, to be honest. But the problem becomes that it's just such a long game to beat. Let alone 100%. But technically, if you catch some Pokemon in it, you could bring them to ZA. Like, imagine bringing out the Quilava, turning it into a Hisuian Quilava, bringing out the Feraligatr and the Meganium, and putting them in this game. Like, think about how fucking cool that would be, man. Oh my god, you missed. I think that would be kind of fun. I'll think about it. That's not really a game I want to get bogged down playing, because even if I were to play it consistently, it would be like 5 hours per area. So I don't know if I want to particularly spend a ton of time on that. I feel like we're better off doing other stuff. This is like a once-a-month ZA stream, because 90% of the time I just play this game on my own. At this point. I just farm shinies, as you saw. And just kind of sit around. I actually need to catch Genesect. That's one of the last things I need to do in this game, is catch Genesect and some of the other Pokemon. And I did I did get one of my friends to give me 2 Master Balls, so I do have Master Balls again in this game. Because this game literally should have a separate button to be able to throw the fucking Master Ball in the first place, and it does not. As you all well know, I have a Gallade now that I'm going to use for the rest of eternity purely because I threw a Master Ball at it. And I really should almost start using him now. Ow. Because I'm not playing Pokemon Champions. That's not happening. I always liked single-player Pokemon games better anyway. Like, that's the kind of Pokemon game I prefer, to be completely truthful. Pokemon is more fun as a single-player game. That's why I like Arceus so much. The only problem is trying to get a living dex in this game, you kind of have to play it with other games. Okay, well, time's gonna run out. It's gonna turn to daytime. Actually, that does bring up a good point. Why don't I just jump into one or both of these holes while I wait?
Oh my god.
Welcome back.
PlayStation on Twitter. Weekend plans. Turn up the volume and hang with some friends. Hashtag mixtape.
Dude, they are pushing mixtapes so hard. Like, if they genuinely just didn't talk about it, I think less people would give it flack. But now people are like, oh no, this is like that plus Sarkeesian coming back is just like kicking a hornet's nest that doesn't need to be kicked. And they definitely know, like they're definitely running defense for it. Like they're never gonna let their egos will never let them just say, maybe if we just were low key, more people would care, because they think that if they just like shout loudly enough over the average gamer, it'll work out. Bro, that's only gonna work for shit like GTA 5, which is like a foregone conclusion. For all the shit I say about Pokemon, 99% of the time they stay out of all this bullshit. The one time they didn't was when they posted about fucking George Floyd, which is really stupid and weird.
They're doing a remaster for 0079.
What?
For Gundam Double. Yeah.
Oh, I thought he was gonna say 007. Fuck you. I was about to get so hyped, bro. This dude literally just brings my spirits up just to fucking suplex it, bro. Thanks. I'm happy for you. Wait, what? Yeah, they're doing a remaster of some Gundam game.
No, the show. The first
TV
show we watched.
Floyd had a Pokemon cameo? No, the official Pokemon Twitter posted about George Floyd. If you weren't around in 2020, it was a wild fucking year. You have Japanese collection gacha games posting about a random black criminal dying in a police thing.
Oh, the Unicorn Gundam statue is getting removed at the end of August.
Yeah, I don't know why they're doing that. Why the fuck are they doing that?
No,
if people like it so much, why don't they just leave it indefinitely? Anyway, that's what I would do. I'd be like, you know what? People like it so much, fuck it. It'll stay until it literally falls apart. Fair?
We got a first look. We got a first look at Metal Sonic for the new Sonic.
Yeah, oh yeah, the Sonic 4 is done filming. So, what is it, like June? That means, yo, it's gonna take them like 9 months to finish prepping it, dude.
The Boys spinoff.
I'm not even mad about that, by the way.
Following the Deep is reportedly in the works at Amazon.
Stop, dude. They are, look, I'm glad that they adapted The Boys. That's cool and all. You want to know what else is cool? The Boys was meant to be a parody of this shit, dude. No one's gonna want to follow the fucking Deep. I'm sorry. It's not. It doesn't even matter what he does in the show. I think that there's just boys fatigue, dude. Like literally, nobody is like The Boys is just. It's done, man. It's done. End the show. Get your last cucks out. Homelander is Trump. Let's move on. It's done, bro. It's just Game of Thronesing it at this point, dude. Good death. They don't stop. They don't fucking stop, dude. There's 1,000 other shows they could adapt. There's tons of comics and graphic novels you've never heard of that they could give a shot. And then the ones that they do give a shot that are decent, they fuck up and ruin. Because of either bad PR or bullshit, like Y: The Last Man. What bullshit, man. How stupid.
Take one of the most badass guys from the games and from DSC and have him almost passing out from a shock like a bitch.
Yeah, they have
Dude.
Virgil get lightly tased by some Americans with fucking electric cables. It's like, dude, what fucking universe are you in where Virgil gets tased by normal
And he drops
humans
the
and he drops
Yamato.
Yamato? By the way, they have him drawing Yamato wrong on the fucking on the box art. Like, dude, like, come on, man. Like, you literally could just copy shit shot for shot and have people cheering. It's so stupid. That's why, like, everything I know about The Boys, I know without my consent because of this dude. Everything I know about DMC was because the season, I guess, all the season dropped. So I just, you know, obviously it's the talk of the week.
Yeah. The entire season 2 dropped.
And I'm just reminded, like, even the Resident Evil, that first Resident Evil movie with Mila Jovovich, right? Like, yes, we could all sit here and shit on it, and it's cheesy and whatever. But you know what? They did try something a little bit different. Have we ever had a Resident Evil game where you walk inside of the base while the AI is trying to kill you? Now, to be fair, it was weird. They acted like the T-Virus was airborne, which is, you know, is whatever. But, like, have they ever had a Resident Evil game where, like, you fight against an AI in a base? That's Dead Space, actually, right? Dead Space 2 when you're on the upper deck? Do you know what I'm talking
I
about?
think so. Yeah.
Yeah, where, like, the AI is like, you're not, you know, whatever the guy's name is, right? So we're preparing security measures. You know, on hardcore, that's actually, like, a really bad kill spot. So the secret to Dead Space 2 is you want to engage every single, like, actual killing spot in the game very, very, very carefully. So, for example, one of the major killing spots in Dead Space 2 are the walls, you know, the glass panels that vent into space. Because if you get caught up in them, you die instantly, right? So one of the things that you can do is that you could actually break them from afar and never enter the chase sequence if you use kinesis or if you fire a shot and then duck around a wall. It will not drag you around the wall, so you will not have to do it. So on the first one where you get hit with the pack and they start chasing you, you could just shoot it and then run backwards to vent the room. And I think I've shown this off, maybe in the playthrough. And the pack will just get sucked into space, and then you don't have to fight them. The problem with that, though, is that you won't get the ammo if you're on hardcore. So take that for what you will, but that's how that works. You could do that when you're up top on that level as well, because there's a room that has 2 of those walls. And obviously the whole goal is that you make a bad shot, and then you have to make a really, really fast shot to try to free yourself, which on controller might not be possible. You might just die before you could aim up. Yeah, I know a really, really suspicious amount because I did do that shit ages ago for Dead Space 2. Get the foam finger, called it a day, bro. I love it. I love that I got that shit. And I never did it for Dead Space 3 because they want you to beat Dead Space 3 in one sitting, no deaths. And I'm like, fuck you. That game is long and it's annoying and it's glitchy. Fuck you. Didn't even bother.
This is all your fault, Isaac. I just
Honestly, if
wanted
you
to take
cheat to get
Ellie
it-
and leave.
If you
I
cheat
just
to get
wanted
it, I
to-
think that's fair.
I just wanted to take Ellie and leave, but you just had to screw it all up. Just
Really quickly, though.
cue this guy yelling
You want to
at
know
you.
why Resident Evil challenges for no deaths works? Because most Resident Evil games where they have no deaths are usually like only 3 hours long if you know what you're doing. Like Resident Evil Remake is only 3 hours long. If you know what you're doing, you're in and out. Like you could be done. I remember beating it. What was it, like 2 hours, 41 minutes and like 17 seconds? I don't know. It was under 3 hours because I got the achievement. Like, that's not bad. Like, that's like a stream worth of attempts. Dead Space 2, I'm not a speedrunner, obviously, right? But I'm not a speedrunner of Resident Evil 1 either. I don't think beating it... Well, that's why I don't say I'm like a hardcore speedrunner of it. I just could speedrun it if I were to relearn the route perfectly. But, like, you have to basically do speedrun strats to get through it, I think that's overkill. I wouldn't do that. So yeah. But yeah, I just can't wait for Mixtape to fade out. It'll get Indie Game of the Year, cucking some game that really deserves it out of the Game Awards. Because, I mean, at the end of the day, Jeff Keighley is just going to take his paycheck, probably, and that's fine. Now, do I think that he hates games or doesn't care? No. But I also think that he needs to keep his show running, and he knows that he runs basically E3 at the end of the year. Like, what else is he supposed to do? So, I don't blame him, but I also sometimes just don't watch his show some years.
This man, Robert, just shaking his gun. Just shaking his gun, like, acting all jealous. Man has the nerve to rip up that picture Isaac has with Ellie.
Dude, who the fuck, man? Dead Space 3, sometime in the future, I know people already have, but once Dead Space, like, is either completely super dead and EA has totally shelved it and will never do anything with it and they tell us, or they release Dead Space 4, you really have to turn around and ask, how the fuck did we get there? Like, how did we get to this point where Dead Space is just, like, been shelved for a decade? They remake the first game, which arguably doesn't even need it. If anything, they should have remade Dead Space 3, but whatever. And then they turn around and they're like, oh, well, we need to make money and this needs to sell 10 million copies before we consider Dead Space 4. Like, they're just... EA are just a bunch of assholes, and they fucking know that they didn't want to make Dead Space 4, bro. They know.
What pisses me off is, like, after Robert dies, Ellie completely starts blaming you for it, and it was just like, you know, I was living a quiet life as far away from this as possible, and then you sent this man to come after me.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Like, the whole plotline being this weird, like, romance plot, like, this is why I say romance ruins more things than it enhances. And people get mad at me when I say this, and they're like, no, romance is great. Typically, most romance is trash, dude. It's like 80% fan service. Oh, that's a shiny.
My other favorite is watching the Mandalore gaming review, and the part where he looks at Carver saying, "What? That's an alien?" And then Mandalore Gaming's just like, "Yes. What did you think this was?"
Yeah, I don't know, man. They have some really weird dialogue decisions in that game. I don't understand it. It's almost like the game was written by two different writing teams, and that just makes it bad because it means that the game is just really split on what it wants to do. And I think that's, like, ultimately one of the biggest faults of the game, is that it wants to be three different things and it accomplishes none of them successfully. It wants to be a co-op game. Okay, well, co-op in horror doesn't really work that well, and I mean, that was true even when, you know, when Resident Evil 5 did it. Like, that's like the number one complaint about Resident Evil 5 is you sacrifice horror for co-op. It wants to be a horror game. Okay, well, they've toned down almost every aspect of the horror. Like, then it's not really much of a horror game. Oh, it wants to be a love story. Why the fuck is Dead Space a love story? Like, the Ellie plot was good, but, like, I don't know, man. I feel like they just tried too hard to commercialize Dead Space. And by definition, Dead Space will always be niche because, I mean, just fucking look at it, dude. You think you're gonna convince the average normie to play a game where people get decapitated, dismembered, de-armed, skinned, blown up, you know, all this crazy shit digested? You think you're gonna convince the average normie to play this fucking game?
And what happens? Ellie completely forgives you, and you have this moment with her.
Yeah, they have a complete whiplash moment.
I'm like, bro, what happened? Oh, and she talks about we shouldn't be sacrificing people. Immediately sacrifices the other woman.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Like, was it a big fuck you? Like, was that whole game written as a fuck you to the fans? Or did they just have two different people just write? I don't know. That's whatever. I could forgive some of it and just say whatever it is, what it is. It's a horror game. It needs to be unpredictable. But it's more like they knew that they were going to make a Dead Space 4, and then they got sidelined to work on Hardline. And then obviously Battlefield fans are so fucking up their asses, they would never allow that game to fucking sell.
Don't forget.
And then, what?
You said this weekend.
Yes, we're going to do it after this. I promise you.
Yeah,
mean, we'll
but
get it.
no, we have to. No, I'm talking about to watch the Stardust anime.
What? Oh, fuck me, dude.
But we still have to buy our ticket, so
Fuck me, whatever. We'll figure it out later, bro.
I think everything.
I guarantee
think the
you,
problem
no one is
is
going to. Your movie is not going to be sold out, homie. No one is running to see
think-
dubbed Gundam.
the problem is a lot of the games that we liked, a lot of the franchises we like, when they get these iterations, somehow people get into them, and
Somehow.
it turns into, like you said, one big fuck you to the fans.
I don't
Again,
know. I think a bunch of people just think like a bunch of people hijack someone else's successful work and then they just use it as a springboard for their own shit because they know no one would watch their own shit if they had to put it out there on its own.
or just want to sabotage, because remember what we were talking about last night? About what happened to I think
Snowbreak
one of the
or
gotcha,
whatever.
yeah, and then one of the
Love and
weird.
Deep Space. Like I don't want to say that Love and Deep Space can't exist. I just think it's very hypocritical that Love and Deep Space is as openly sexual as it is, and then like every single time there's a male gotcha that's even slightly sexual, it gets hit with everything from all sides, and the only thing preventing them from literally shuttering them is that they make a lot of money. I don't even know what the fuck happens in the gotcha universe
One
because
of the
I don't
girl
like any of
gooners
those games.
sabotaged. I think one of the other gotcha games.
Yeah, like they have people committing corporate sabotage. You know, they're willing to go to jail over it and stuff. But that's like China. I don't know what the fuck is going on with China and Chinese feminists, so I can't really speak to that. I can only speak to what's going on in America with American feminists and how much they hate American video games and everything. I can't speak to the Chinese shit because I don't really follow it. In complete fairness to it, I don't really follow, and I guess to be a little mean, I also just kind of don't care. Like, I'm sure it's a terrible problem, but I just don't really follow it because I follow my sphere. And anything more than this would be a fucking, like, complete, you know, like, it would take all my time. And I'm already too tired as it is. Like, I have to fucking sub out my own streams for Pokemon because Pokemon's easy and non-committal, and I can just do whatever I want. And then I do have to play Leaf Green one more time for, what is it, 4 Pokemon? Yeah, that's going to be fun. I'll do that over the summer. Just try to speed run Leaf Green as fast as possible so I can finish the fucking shit. How annoying that you have to play the whole fucking game to catch Raikou. We literally have to play the whole game to catch Raikou. The whole game. Which isn't the worst thing if we just speed from A to B and then import a couple Pokemon to help us, but man, that is tiring. Like, I did 2 playthroughs of the Kanto remakes and I'm already done, dude. Like, at least if they released, like, Gold, Silver, Crystal, and Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald, like, at the bare minimum, I would be like, okay, right? Like, I could live with that, you know? Like, we do 1 playthrough, 1 playthrough, 1 playthrough, right? So we do, like, a, you know, 1-1-1 for each of the starters. Sadly, that won't happen.
By the way,
Oh, no.
apparently, in the new Lego Batman game,
You're gonna spoil
have to
something and the game isn't even out, dude?
it's not a story thing. You know how you hate the Riddler trophies?
Yes.
Apparently, you need to collect those
Oh,
to get the
fuck!
2008 suit.
I quit, bro. I don't give a fuck. Yeah, just go collect 1 billion trophies to
Take
get
that
the
with
true
a
ending
grain
of
of
the game.
salt. Please take that with a grain of salt, but with everything happening, I'm not surprised. And apparently, people who got their copies from Walmart were able to play it early because
Yeah.
of some weird glitch.
Yeah, because they broke Street Date. Did I tell you about the time I was able to get what game did I get early? Fuck, what game was it? What game did I get
Meanwhile,
early?
I pre-ordered the deluxe edition, and I
What
get to play it 3 days early.
There was a game I got that I got like... No, you know what it was? Final Fantasy 15. Yo, I got that game like 3 days early. Square sent that shit out. I remember I bought the collector's edition for it. Because obviously I fucking did. I bought the collector's
Were
edition.
you not able to play it?
No, I was 3 days early. Dude, the game was in the fucking box. Dude, I was like halfway through with that fucking game before it was even out. on normal street date because the Square Enix store itself shipped it out. I was like, okay.
Was that a mistake on their end?
Yes, it arrived 3 days early. I guess they they probably shipped it and then they just completed the shipping. I don't know, man. It was weird. I had that shit was it 3 days or 4 days early? I was like, am I gonna get banned off Sony if I play this shit? Because they sent it. What am I supposed to do? Not accept it and leave it? What the fuck? Dude, we are not getting any shinies today.
Oh boy. Anita Sarkeesian making the news. Are we back in 2015 now?
Yeah, you never left, homie. It's the same shit, just a different day.
Oh yeah, tomorrow's the Gina Carano and Ronda Rousey.
I don't care. I don't care. I'm happy that she won against Disney because fuck them, but I also just don't care about whatever. I'm glad she's back doing what she wants though. Cause I'm not let's be fair here. I'm not buying that shit. I'm not gonna pay to watch them fucking wrestle or whatever. So I don't care. It's not even I don't. It wouldn't even be a hate watch. It would just be an apathy watch. There's no point. Bruh. Nice miss, asshole.
Making hot dog fries for the MLB National.
Dude, Americans eat slop.
I remember somebody was eating fried pizza.
Why? Oh, that's just...
And then somebody commented, I swear Americans would fry COVID if they could.
Well, I mean, to be fair, Hispanics fry a lot of shit too, so it's a little all over the place.
I mean, I think they're reasonable.
I mean, sure. It's just whatever. I don't know. I just don't like fried food. I think broiling or baking is much nicer. I don't like dried. You could obviously have still wet fried meat, but I prefer baked. I think that's better. Welcome back, Viv. Personally. Oh, Lord.
Somebody asked who's your favorite Sith Lord. I saw Kreia up there. I was like, you know what? After watching Cold War 2 again, Kreia's definitely my favorite.
I'm trying to see if I want to continue with this hole. I'm gonna be honest.
As cheesy as you might think her plan was, Kreia was actually onto something.
See, I don't know, and without, totally spoiling KOTOR 2, sometimes I think that people confuse, Kreia's intent for, nihilism a little bit, right? Maybe that's a bad way of putting it. So, the way that Kreia looks at the universe is the same way, a pigeon would shit on your coat, while you're out walking around New York, and then you turn and blame God for it. Sometimes bad things just happen, right? That's just inherent to the chaotic nature of the universe. That doesn't mean that the Force willed it. That doesn't mean that the Force told that pigeon to do it. Not everything can just be immediately hand-waved away as, oh, well, the Force must be responsible for this. So, I don't know.
Actually,
Kreia
she
might
tried to
make an
convince
argument.
herself.
I mean, she convinced herself, absolutely, totally.
She tried to convince herself that ideally, what her way to do things was the best way for the entire galaxy, but really it was just selfish.
I mean, yeah, it was just her being, salty. You can't sit there and convince yourself, well, this thing happened, it must have been God's fault. So therefore we need to kill God. What? You ever wonder if you'll have to explain what you searched on Google? Not really. I mean, even if you have to, just be honest about it. What the fuck? Why'd you look up this one Instagram woman? Because I wanted to see her Insta. Next question. That said, I do think she's a better written villain than, you know, most Star Wars villains. I mean, let's be fair here. Like, that was, none of that was to dissuade you from liking her, but I think that she is just a better written villain than the average Star Wars villain. I mean, like, pretty much mogs everything Disney has created. Easily. Is that a shiny noise? No. Easily, by the way. Oh! Hi. Couldn't even see it. It was hiding in the damn grass.
Elliot Page really catches a black. Elliot
Dude,
Page
I'm not
is
watching that
Kratos.
shit. I'm not. Listen, if this was like 2016, I would be getting yelled at that we absolutely must go see Christopher Nolan's The fucking Odyssey. Yeah, I will not be watching that. I'll watch Sonic 4. That I'm already sold on Sonic 4. What was the other movie I wanted to see this summer? Oh yeah, Acme versus Coyote. That's the other movie I want to see. That I will go see as well, because I as I said, they went on a limb. I really do hope they promote that shit, man, because they really need to get people to get butts in seats, because otherwise they're gonna look at that and be like, see, we let the fans do it, even though the fans should not be responsible for promoting $1 billion or $1 million movie. Like, that makes no sense by definition, and that's incredibly unfair, but whatever. It's really just stupid. The fans should not be responsible for promoting this movie, but the real reality is that they were going to shelve it and it was never going to come out. And like, obviously it should come out, but you know, it's modern day Hollywood. They'd rather have some stupid emoji movie or something instead of like an actual Kino movie that anyone can enjoy. Like, we were going to get a Popeye movie. Dude, I wish they made that Popeye movie so badly. That shit hurt me, man. Because I remember watching Popeye when I was like 2 or 3, and I remember eating spinach just like Popeye when I was like 2 years old. That shit was so fun. Unfortunately, Popeye might as well be just a relic of a dead time. Very tragic. Is your bitrate awful? No, why? I'm not dropping any frames. According to OBS, everything's all green across the board. You're like 15 seconds behind. Can you hit that live button? 30? Can you hit that live button maybe? Maybe that'll fix it? Jesus. I'm sure you have, but no, I didn't hit anything, right? I didn't put normal latency, right? No, of course not. I reused an older stream. Bro, it might be your internet. Not to immediately shift blame to you, but I don't know. You have to ask Ash or Viff if they're still here. It shouldn't be bad. 50? Bro, I have no idea what the fuck is going on. Here, copy, new, paste, play, new, nope, paste. Hello, past me. Play, new, nope, paste. Hello, past me. Okay, we're done with that. We're done with that. Okay. I see nothing. Yeah. I think it's your internet, man. My condolences for anyone who doesn't have Fios in the big 26.
My wife finished her long playthrough of Ghost Recon Wildlands.
Long play? What?
Yeah, she played it apparently from the 15th of November last year to the 15th to today.
I think I might be in trouble, guys. There you go. Thank you. What the fuck? My stream is a blur of pixels. Viv, is it a blur of pixels for the rest of you? Because I've changed nothing about my setup since I started streaming. Yeah, no, it's you, man.
Here's the meme.
Uh-oh.
Behold our newest ad campaign.
How will this help us sell Mandalorian and Grogu tickets? What?
Star
Tickets?
Wars?
Bro. Have you seen the Truman Show meme going around?
There's a...
The guy with the hat and the glasses, the director, basically? He's like, yeah.
Yes, I saw that.
Yeah,
I saw you posted it.
Oh, he's enjoying his movie? Great. Now I have a sequel with an add Pedro Pascal to it. He's enjoying video games again? Quick, bring back Anita Sarkeesian.
Railway to Golmund, 1,493 meter headshot. Dear God.
Trained in guerrilla warfare, baby.
I hope to never be in a game with someone like that.
You probably have been, and you probably will.
PlayStation nostalgia. Wild Arms 3. Not that I never played a lot of turn-based RPGs. This one looks funny. Wild Arms.
Look, I like JRPGs as much as the next boomer, because man, that is a genre with like crazy diversity in it. Horror and JRPGs have some of the most diversity out of almost any genre. It's so wild. I have such a stack of games in my room, by the way. I'm gonna have to start measuring it. And when you ever seen that picture of Sarkeesian with all the fucking games? I basically have a stack of that right next to my leg. By the way, she never played any of those games. Playing games is hard work. You know what's crazy? At this point, if you want to be a game reviewer, you don't even have to play the fucking games. Like,
yeah,
playing the games might actually be a detriment to your time. Just look up a long play. Any game
like
you can imagine has a long play with no commentary if you must go without it. And that's what I said about the Halo TV show dudes. I was like, bro, just go watch some dudes Halo long play. Okay, at least Halo 1, maybe Reach. Wow, really difficult, guys. So hard. Hey, you guys want to make a Fallout show? Why don't you watch New Vegas instead of making Mr. House into whatever the fuck you did to him? I'm really tired of all these people telling me all these shows are good, by the way. Y'all are not gonna fucking fool and gaslight me. I'm really beyond it. Yeah, let's take this franchise, change everything about it, change every character motivation, you know, every action they do. Everything is completely out of character for them. Let's change everything, and then we'll call it the show or the whatever. Insert franchise name here. Like, no, but it's not that. What? Just because you give an asshole white hair and a red coat and a long sword does not make him Dante if he doesn't act like Dante.
You posted this, and I was like, there's no way this is real. Thank God this is photoshopped and fake.
Oh, shit.
Freaking IGN talking about giving Subnautica 2 a 7, too much water. It's like, thank God it's fake.
But it's believable, and that's the problem, because they did that once. They did do that once. They did give a game a 6, was it a 7 or a 6, because it had too much water. It was a fucking Pokemon game, dude. I'm really sick of people acting like, oh, well, maybe there was a valid reason. Bro, you know, every one of these dudes, what did they give Pokemon Sword and Shield, dude? That's the problem with having review sites where they have multiple people as reviewers, because what passes for one reviewer will not pass for another reviewer. So it's almost kind of
9.3 out of 10.
Oh, shut the fuck up, dude. These people are frauds, man. They're fucking frauds, dude. Yeah, I gave Pokemon Sword and Shield a 9.3 out of 10. Yeah, did you not see the fucking lowered frame rate or the dex cut? Yeah, okay, dude.
Arceus, take a guess.
8.5.
7 out of 10.
You gotta be out of your... do me a favor, Control W.
No,
Fucking
get
dick.
away from me.
Fucking dick. Bro, not a single shiny Metatite. Would you believe this bullshit? Alright, I'm out of here.
Let's see.
Unbelievable,
Scarlet
dude.
and Violet. Wow. I probably should try to finish Violet.
Like, how many games have had their entire, potential purchases limited because they reviewed it poorly? I remember when they review bombed fucking SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom because of the fucking 8chan shit. That was
They gave
completely
Scarlet
unfair.
and Violet a 6 out of 10. By
Yeah,
the
they
way.
had to be dragged to give those games a 6 out of 10, mind you. They probably were not going to give that shit a 6 out of 10 under any circumstance.
Scarlet and Violet worked. I don't think I heard any bad things about Scarlet and Violet. Maybe I heard like weird frame rate issues. on
Weird
the
frame
Switch.
rate issues? Bro, the game runs at like 15 FPS, sometimes less. What do you mean? Dude, don't listen to me. But to be fair, it's not a game he plays, so I'll forgive him for that.
I remember I started that game. I chose Sprigatito as my starter.
Even this game has frame rate issues sometimes. It's really hard. So ZA has frame rate issues, but very rarely on the Switch 2. It is very hard to lower the frames, purely because we are soaking in resources on the Switch 2 that just don't exist on the Switch 1. I remember when people told me, oh, they'll patch the games to run better. They don't. Bayonetta 3 had frame rate issues. You want to know why Bayonetta 3 runs well on the Switch 2? Because the Switch 2 could just brute force it and make it run better. You want to know why Scarlet Violet runs much better on the Switch 2? Because you could just brute force it and it runs better. That's not better coding or any other changes. The games just simply work because there's more resources. They can
Xenoblade
finally
Chronicles
resource
X
hog it.
run better on the Switch too.
I think marginally, yeah. But think about how open and crazy that game is compared to Pokemon. Like, Bayonetta is at least an action game with, like, frames and shit, like, you gotta dodge and stuff. Like, Xenoblade's kinda that. It's got, like, fast reactions, but it's mostly like an MMO auto player. Like, what the fuck is the excuse for half these other games? I would make a game review site where I rate how goonable it is. You know, there are channels on YouTube that review adult, like, visual novels and stuff. And, I have to give them credit for that. I mean, doing that on YouTube of all fucking places is like asking to get the boot. But, they don't show anything. I gotta respect that.
I wonder.
But I have to update all the games I own. Which, by the way, more games came today. What? I thought I heard something.
So apparently... Oh, Leisure Suit Larry.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, it is on Steam.
Yeah, they have the whole Leisure Suit Larry bundle. You might as well wait. Dude, we're like less than a month away from the Steam summer sale. You might as well just not even buy anything for the next 2 months. Except for Batman. Until the summer sale
I already
starts.
pre-ordered Batman. Yeah,
right, that's what
I'm
I'm
playing
saying,
that
like-
3 days earlier.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like, outside of Batman, because you're going to play that day one, like, you might as well just wait and see what happens and what goes on sale. Like, I wouldn't buy anything on Steam right now. At all. Period. I wouldn't do it. Wouldn't do it.
So, I was playing Battlefield, and dudes were apparently complaining about like how the high explosive shells for the tanks don't do enough area explosive damage to infantry. And they're just like, I don't know what the devs are doing.
Well, I think that the solution to making any game today is just to bring back like 90% of the maps from previous games. I think that's just an easy way to pad content in your fucking new shooter, especially if you only plan to release an iteration of that shooter every like 6 or 7 years. You might as well just fucking do that. Like, there's no reason why Battlefield 6 should not have like the majority of the Battlefield 3 and 4 maps. Like, obviously they're gonna have to tweak them, right? But, like, I feel like, especially if they're going to bring back naval shit, like, you might as well just bring back all the naval maps from Battlefield 4. Like, the fact that naval shit was not in the game and, like, 7 months after launch, it's still not in the game is kind of a fucking L, because Battlefield 4 had that day one.
Which you will. I know I kind of hated the resort map because of the fact people could just take the elevator, go up at the top of the hotel, and just snipe you. and then you just put claymores near the elevator door.
They also need to make it so you could run up buildings, so you could actually get dudes off of rooftops. Because there's too many rooftops in that game that are not out of bounds that dudes could just camp up on top of on modes that they should not be allowed to do that. Like, I don't know why they thought having rooftops where people cannot get up there to kill the people was a good idea, especially if they're just gonna claymore it. Like, oh, I deployed off a helicopter, or I used drone glitch to get up there. Okay, cool. Like,
Remember
guys,
Empire State?
Yeah.
How long it took for them to patch that
was it
bridge?
Manhattan Bridge or whatever? One of them. I don't fucking know.
But I think the map's called Empires.
Maybe. What's the other one?
Siege of Cairo, I think.
No, what? No, what are the two New York maps?
Oh.
Empire State's the one with the Museum of Black Excellence. What's the other one?
Give me a moment.
Good lord, and he plays the game more than I
Empire
do.
State and Manhattan Bridge.
So I was right! This dude really said I was fucking wrong, dude.
What, dude?
What we're finding out is that I'm never wrong about anything ever when it comes to video games at this point. If I play the video game, I'm basically never wrong about it.
But yeah, them finally patching Manhattan Bridge to, like, so people can't just camp up on the bridge anymore because of that stupid drone glitch.
Bro, they have the same bugs in Battlefield 6 that they had in Battlefield 4. Really think about that.
They had to be bitched at repeatedly to patch that shit out.
Yeah, it's stupid. Like, and I look, at first I was willing to give them a little bit of leniency. I'm like, okay, it's been like a week, right? They'll fix it. It took them like 3 weeks to fucking fix it. And a lot of times they just push off major changes until the next season. I'm like, no, dude, fix it now. This is not 14, which is mostly a PvE game, so it kind of doesn't matter if there's cheese or whatever, right? This is a PvP game, first and foremost. 99% of the people that play this game are going to play multiplayer. Fix the multiplayer. You have, when it's PvE and it helps you, I don't care, right? It's kind of like whatever. If it's PvE and it's kind of difficult, okay, maybe you should fix it, but I'm not going to be as mad as long as it's reasonably completable. No, dude, you have to fix glitches like that right away, man.
When we were playing Manhattan Bridge and that one dude who was 19 and 23 said, it's not the map, it's the team.
I'm gonna go see the Dodgers give me their bit rates, but yeah, I'm sorry, man. I wish I could do something about it, but my bit rate's actually high right now. Like, my bit rate is actually as high as I can go on Twitch. So I actually can't go any higher than this. Which is really weird, but whatever. No, I'm not that's not the weird part. Anyway. Bro, I don't really care about this hole, by the way. I'm getting out of here. You'll let me know when you're done, right? Or when you're free?
I'm free. Right now.
Oh, okay. I'll wrap up in like a couple minutes and go get some water and then fucking hop.
Wait. It's not even a she. It's an it. Rosetta's an alien. What? What does that even mean?
I love the archetype where you're a soldier, so you have to be dumb. You can't be. There's obviously no way that he could possibly understand anything that's going on, dude. He's stupid. He's just a grunt. He's a peon. There's no way he could possibly.
Are you kidding me?
If you're a soldier, you're just stupid.
He's like, are you shitting me? Did you really think that was a human?
Dead Space 3 is just, I mean, like, I don't even need to say it's gonna go down as like one of the worst decisions ever, because it already has. The reality of it is that there's nothing that you could do to Dead Space 3 that EA didn't do to it. Like, oh, I'm not gonna buy it. Okay, well, I mean, that's kind of fair. It's not even a Dead Space game almost. They just saw that co-op was big, because co-op was big at the time.
Yeah, and unfortunately, the last iteration of all this is literally the Dead Space 3 DLC, which leaves the biggest cliffhanger out there.
Did you and your friends see the cringe? What cringe? That does not narrow it down at all.
Oh boy.
He's probably, it could be Mixtape, it could be Anita, it could be anything.
It could be Sykkuno.
Yeah, well, no, Sykkuno's kind of done, let's be fair. Like, that drama's over. Lord Sykkuno has won. All the people that, are shitting on him have lost. And you'll love to see it.
Oh, you're so brave.
Only because you're here. I gotta put that on the soundboard.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
Mixtape, there's nothing to see. I don't fucking... Also,
Yeah.
you tagged Ash in it, and Ash had no idea what the fuck's going on, dude. Imagine being Ash and this dude tags you in some shit. You're like, what the fuck is this, huh?
We need to start investigating the people who came up with those scenes in Mixtape, because that's...
We don't... I mean, what is there to investigate?
That's not right,
If
bro.
you made a game where two anime underage kids start making out, people are gonna be like, "Oh, there's something wrong with you. We need this guy on a list." But the minute that the minute that it's like an understood woke, progressive game, it's totally okay and no one cares.
The scene where the girl's talking about, because Daddy, I'm about to burn the whole fucking shit down. A VTuber was playing it, and she was like, you see, this is what happens when you don't beat your kids.
No, I agree. What, was someone expecting me to say no? Oh, fucking hell, dude. Oh, I love this, by the way. This is one of my favorite spots to spawn in, thank you. Where's the Eevee spawn? Dude, I'm getting trolled right now by Pokemon. This is really stupid. Also, did I get 2 Charcadets? I did. I have to figure out how to evolve Armarouge and Ceruledge. I have to figure out how to do that. I finally got some shinies for it.
Imagine, you're a pizza at an anime convention. To Alma, you're just looking that delectable. I'm quoting Fear 2, by the way. Trying to quote Fear 2.
Max is trying to scare me is what he's trying to do. Bro, look at all the Eevees here. What the fuck, dude?
I love how you praise the Fear 1.
Yeah, because I remember back in the day reading about these games and like how technologically advanced they were. Remember, Pikmin exists purely because they wanted to show off how powerful the GameCube was. Otherwise, Pikmin would not exist as a franchise. True story. What was that about a museum of black? What? No, it's so I call it the Museum of Black Excellence.
Yes, correct yourself. Don't say me.
Yeah, okay, he's right about that. Well, he does say it. I have made it a colloquial call out in my friend group, but in Battlefield 6 on a map called Empire State, there's a basically like did you play Miles Morales where they have the museum with the art history for black people? Well, basically, I started calling that museum the Museum of Black Excellence. MOBE. Now, the actual exhibit is the People's Music. So I was being a little tongue-in-cheek. I was being a little cheeky, you know what I'm saying? We do a little trolling every so often. It makes for a crazy, funny call-out. Is this actually despawning them? I have no fucking idea what I'm doing, dude. Who's gonna reset a dozen times? I don't know, man. I got terrible Eevee spawns on this. If you get like an outer spawn 90% of the time, you're pretty much fucked because you're too far to spawn these things in. So you're pretty much doomed regardless. Whatever. That's life. But yeah, I made the call out the Museum of Black Excellence because I'm hilarious. But yeah, there's nothing really to see or show about Mixtape. I mean, like, it's just only notable because it's an obvious industry plant.
Sorry, that cringy
That's
shit
it.
where
It's
they were
cringy.
like in
It's
the
not
car.
funny. The game plays itself. It's funded by rich people money, thus making it not an indie game. It's not even a game, and everyone gave it a 10 out of 10 because it made them feel something. They brought everyone out the woodwork to defend it. Like, dude, these guys are not clandestine, right? Like, when I say games media and all this shit, they're not that smart, guys. Like, this is not like a government op. This is not Mossad running ops on like Hezbollah or something. Right, this is not like the Soviet, what was it, the FIB? No, that's the fucking GTA shit. The FSB, right? The Russian CIA. This isn't CIA, Russian ops, right? This is just a bunch
FSB.
FSB,
I
yeah.
think it's FSB.
Yeah, this is not like, like a Splinter Cell plot line where, different organizations are butting heads throughout time or whatever, right? Like, this is not Assassins versus Templars. This is just a bunch of doofy Redditors working at a company and hating their audience but needing them to spend money on a game. And they know that Mixtape is not going to make a ton of money. Yeah, it's KGB now. You're correct, yes. KGB back then, now FSB. But yeah, they know they're not going to make a ton of money off of it, so they're just going to blame, again, they're just going to blame men. It's really that simple. They know that this game isn't going anywhere. Game of the year, perfect 10 out of 10s, better than every other game that came out this year, only has 3,000 players. That's not because it's some undiscovered gem. It's because the game sucks and nobody likes those Life is Strange, Don't Nod, whatever style games. And they just know that the other games this year have also failed. Ex Voto failed. Reloaded had a grand total of 57 people. They couldn't even get 58 people to play Reloaded at once on Steam. They couldn't even get a high school grade's worth of people to play it. Think about that. I know high schools in New York City that have a bigger population than the total amount of people that played Mixtape at once. Remember, this is launch week. It's all downhill from here. They will not have any more. Some of these games are hitting 0 people playing it. I can see Livs doing that in a game. Man, that chugged hard when I posted that. Yeah, it's stupid. No, I made that call, by the way, but yeah. No, it's dumb. They know these games aren't going to go anywhere. Like, you just see it from time to time, and remember, they're going to get petty. They're going to get revenge. They're going to fucking turn around and say a game you like is problematic or an ism or an ist or something's wrong with it this, or we need to now hijack it that. Remember, they did the same shit with Joker. Everyone loved Joker 1, so they made sure to make Joker 2 shit. They actively hate you. They hate you, and they hate that you like things that they don't want you to like. And they have no problem torpedoing shit that you like, that they know you like because you like it. Oh my god, this is so glitchy, by the way. Look at this. What is Mixtape anyway? Well, it's, to put it nicely, it's a coming-of-age game about a bunch of teens spending their last summer together fucking around and having fun, right? It's very similar to, like, Don't Nod's Life is Strange, or that other game that came out, Lost Records, etc., etc. It's basically in that same genre, right? It's like a 3 to 5 hour movie game where you just kind of watch stuff and vibe and feel feelings and shit or whatever. The problem is that the game immediately got perfect 10 out of 10s across the board from almost every major game media besides PC Gamer. And basically people were like, oh no, something's not right here. So they obviously do the thing, they look into it. Oh, it's funded by Oracle. You know, the company that makes Java? Yeah, it's funded by that. You know, like, then it's not indie, dude. Like, imagine if I was making a game and, like, fucking Elon came and boosted my operating budget by, like, $1 billion or some shit. No, it's not $70. That's, like, one of its only saving graces. I don't know how much it is, actually. Probably 40.
How the game... I just... God, Jesus.
Stupid
I love the
fucks.
community notes. I love the community note that was done. It was like this one guy who said he loved the game so much, and the community note was just like, please keep in mind, this is the same guy who couldn't pass the Cuphead tutorial.
It's Dean Takahashi, yeah. So all the usual suspects are here right on schedule. Dean Takahashi couldn't even jump over a simple legend Cuphead. And instead of editing it or something, he just left it in because game journalists are just fucking awful, man. They're awful at the one thing that they have to do with their lives, which is to play video games, and they can't do that. They can't fucking do it. But Corpo's gonna Corpo, dude. If you like Stellar Blade, I don't know, man. You might be causing real-life harm to women. Meanwhile, you could play a game with 2 teenagers kissing and have a mini-game about it, and that's okay. I mean, you know, listen, man, what are the rules of engagement on this, you know? Well, what is the list of acceptable behaviors we could have in a game that won't get them Thanos or, you know, misplayed or treated like shit by credit card companies? Who knows? That line gets blurrier every fucking day because mixtape was made by certain people for certain people and certain other groups don't like it. It's okay. Because Love in Deep Space is made for women. It's okay. They can put anything they want in it. I mean, I don't know. China might have their own rules, but it makes a lot of money, so I think they're willing to look the other way, potentially. You come to America, you try to release anything in the opposite direction, you get fucking censored. You get thrown off Steam, and no one tells you why. You get thrown off of GOG. I don't know if you get thrown off GOG. You get thrown off of, what's the other one? Itch.io. You make a mod that people don't like, no, the mods don't like, on a certain website, they throw you off that website. You go to another website, they start trying to bully the other website admins into kicking you off there. You know? We live in a very, very fucked up, one-sided political spectrum. And it never benefits men. And it never benefits straight men. Have an entire legion of Star Fox fans showing up telling you Star Fox is only relevant because of Rule 34 furry porn. Like, brother, I was playing Star Fox, like what, almost 24 years ago? I was playing Star Fox Adventures. They really genuinely believe that DeviantArt that was made in like 2017 somehow kept this franchise relevant since zero. No, I think it might be Fox showing up in Ultimate and in other games and, you know, constantly just being a memorable, iconic gaming character. That might have something to do with it. Maybe. I don't know, man. What do I fucking know? Obviously.
Sounds a lot like Adi Shankar.
I mean, yeah, it's the same shit. If these dudes could write a Star Fox fan fiction and have Nintendo produce it, they would. So yeah, it is like Adi Shankar. Adi Shankar just works on a professional scale and does the same shit, dude. There is no difference between Adi Shankar and a dude that just writes fan fiction, outside of he got hired by Capcom to write for their stupid show. Because the one thing I will say about Capcom, as much as I might love them and their franchises, they will hire absolute fucking morons to direct their adaptations. They will get some of the dumbest motherfuckers imaginable to work on their adaptations. And yes, that includes Paul Wes Anderson's shit towards the end. That shit was ass. After, like, movie 3, that shit was ass. The first movie was really cool. And it's something, look at this, by the way. And it's something we never really see in a Resident Evil game, which would be kind of dope, actually. I kicked something.
But he actually commented and said, you see, the live-action movies had such a great casting for Jill, and they could have done a lot with her character. Instead the director wanted to push his wife.
Yeah, like, I'm not gonna lie, it was an absolute Nepo baby project for his wife, to show off his wife. And don't get me wrong, Milla Jovovich was attractive, is attractive, and will continue to be attractive. But, you know, like, at least they tried to keep some of the scope. They didn't really, which I think is kind of the mistake. But whatever. That laser scene was so good they put it in Resident Evil 4, by the way. That laser scene predates Resident Evil 4. That was like a rare example of Resident Evil 4 being influenced by the movies. They got Leon running up walls and shit. Like, bro. Some dude comes along.
Live action movie.
Some dude comes along. Let's speed run Resident Evil 1, lasso it to Resident Evil 2, and then just dump Resident Evil 3 out the plot line. Oh, that's Welcome to Raccoon City. Dope. Let's have a Dua Lipa style dance scene set in the future. What? Like, it's tiring, man. Like, who the fuck cares? Not even worth pirating. Like, actually, you're not even worth pirating. And that says a lot. Just wait for some assholes to post about it on Twitter. You'll get all the plot you need.
Really just like
read it on Wikipedia.
I love how in the live action movie, Leon in the end of one of the live action movie, Leon like tries to put his hand on his like thigh, and she just pushes it away.
Yeah, bro. No, I'm good, man.
And I also love how Welcome to Raccoon City made the.
Like, they give Leon all this swag, all this juice, all this clout, all this hype they give Leon for the last 20 years, basically. They turned this dude into John Wick, damn near, right? Before John Wick would even exist for another 2 years. Matrix isn't even No, Matrix is done at this point. Matrix is just done at this point. They give him all this clout, and then they can't translate that into a fucking video, into a movie? It doesn't even make sense. It's stupid. It's just a complete failure. You just get some asshole director putting his name on someone else's work, and Kathleen did it with Star Wars, and Krieger's doing it with Resident Evil, and Adi Shankar does it with Devil May Cry, and none of this shit is really that great, or original, or inspired. They're just putting their name on more successful work so they could just pass it on. I mean, that's literally what they did to fucking Martin. D&D did that to Martin, and then they didn't even get the Star Wars deal. All these people just want to be able to say, well, I worked on this game and this movie, and then surprise, it sucks. Well, no one's going to care. They're just going to look at your resume and say, oh, okay, you worked on that. Cool. How soon can you start?
A completely torpedo Game of Thrones.
They literally ruined Martin's work, bro. Martin doesn't even want to work on this shit anymore.
What was it? Apparently Varys' actor cried.
Yeah, not to rehash it, but yeah, like all these people are sitting here wondering, how am I going to act this character? Motherfuckers can't even do it. You know, like it just sucks. It's just the wasted potential is what kills me the most about it. That's what kills me the most. Is that we are wasting actors' best years, we're wasting their time, we're wasting their effort, we're wasting fan goodwill. Like, have you ever seen a fan base die off as fast as fucking not Ghost of Tsushima, Jesus, but that will be another one. You ever seen a fan base die off as fast as Game of Thrones? Like, universally, I think people consider that final season to be dog shit. Irredeemable dog shit that completely torpedoes everything that came before it, and no one cares. Like, yeah, people might watch House of the Dragon, but House of the Dragon hype is nowhere near the, like, weekly, like, hype that was a Game of Thrones season. Nowhere even close. But I mean, I think we're just at a point in society where, like, most companies are just so politically captured, they just can't, you can't negotiate with them to do anything else half the time. I think a lot of this is just serendipitously good. Like, they let Fallen Order through because they're too busy focusing on the movies. Well, now they're just gonna let it keep going. That's why you have to pray that Fallen Order 3 doesn't fucking shit the bed. You have to pray that EA and Disney do not shit the bed on that. Good luck. Thankfully, the Japanese are kind of, I don't want to say xenophobic, but they don't like to let Americans ruin their shit as much, especially their core products. So that's why I think they just kind of don't care about what happens with their adaptation. They're just like, whatever, fuck it, it is what it is. I don't give a shit. Do what you want. Sometimes I wish they would care a little more, but it is what it is. Fallen Order 3 win? Who knows? It's EA. Could happen, you know, end of this year. Could happen next year. Could be announced at the Game Awards.
A lot of the shit we have, I've seen people comment, like, shit is now healing because of, like, what happened in the latest Spider-Man comic. Because Paul died.
No, it's not healing, bro. Folks, we got a long way to go. I don't know what people are thinking. You think that just because they got rid of one dude that was probably torpedoing the comic line, suddenly everything's fixed? Oh no, it's gonna take a long time for shit to get. I don't think anything. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think we're ever going back to where we were before.
9 Anime is still down though.
I think a lot of franchises are just gonna run this shit into the dirt until they just realize they're not viable anymore. I don't think we're ever going back to where we were before. And I don't say this as a doomer or to, like, be, you know, negative or down there. I say this because I don't think that these companies can ever go back. I think a lot of them are just stuck in 2020 political era, and they will, until people literally die, you will not see a change of how they want to do this. Because they could. Someone at these companies knows. Like, when Overwatch was ready to stop losing money because they put in ugly characters like Venture, they bring back Juno, they have Onran or whatever, they have all these other characters that are attractive now. Basically, they turned the game into Gooner Watch. And look what happened. People suddenly got more interested in it. Now people kind of like Overwatch a little more. It sucks it took them like 4 years, you know, the whole COVID era of going downhill to fix that, among other things. But, you know, now they want to do it. I I don't think we're ever going back to where we were. I think some things will be good, and the rest will just be shit. And there's a lot of potential that's being left on the table. But it's like Kingdom Hearts 3. It's like, how long is it going to take you to release Kingdom Hearts 3, bro? People that started playing Kingdom Hearts 3 when they were like 5, right, are now in their 20s. So, you know, you just kind of get to the point where it's like, okay, like, yeah, we're going to drop it. Like, what's going on? It's going to be the same shit with a lot of other franchises. Oh, that's a shiny. Never give up.
And now we gotta wait for Kingdom Hearts 4.
Right. But anyway, the point is like, oh, well, we'll release Dead Space 4 randomly, and then what they're gonna do is they're gonna wait 50 years to release Dead Space 4. Everyone who would have bought it is either dead or a father or just doesn't play games anymore, or doesn't care. And then they're gonna turn around and say, well, this is why we never released it, guys, because no one wants to buy it. Well, right, because you waited a decade almost to release a remake to Dead Space 1, which nobody asked for, and then you never followed
like
up.
20 years down the line.
20 years down the line, Dead Space 4, bro.
You probably have families. I'm be like, yo, Malcolm, Dead Space 4 dropped.
One last rodeo, Max. Get in the studio, Max. One
it's
last
just gonna
rodeo.
be us in the garage, us in your garage.
like Max, get in. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Oh no, we won't even open like that. That's a normal playthrough opening. We got to get some fucking crazy language going on. Holy shit, Max! I'm gonna shake this dude. Max, what are we playing? Max. I'll start the game. Max. you gonna commentate about the game?
Your favorite nerdy fucks are now old fucks with families.
Yes.
So we got this.
This is the last rodeo. There will be no more playthroughs after this. And by the way, we shitpost about all this, but remember, at the end of the day, these games might not even be good, guys. You have to forget that these games could just as easily be dog shit. After years of waiting, they could just release something that's awful and dog shit. No, I fucked up. Oh, no Pokemon back here. Never mind, I didn't really fuck up. Okay, well, no shiny Eevee, unfortunately. I tried. GTA 6, dude, GTA 6 is gonna come out. I think a lot rides on GTA 6. I think the actual health of the industry will be determined by how good or bad GTA 6 is. And that might be inherently unfair for a lot of other games, but I genuinely think that if GTA 6 is not a good game, people are gonna really look at the game industry as being kind of cooked. You know, I think a lot of people are gonna look at the plot lines. I don't know.
1 month before it comes out, and they say we have to delay it again.
Yeah, like, I think that's not only does Rockstar's like actual fiscal health rely on it, I think a lot of games and just a lot of people's outlook on the gaming industry will completely revolve around whether or not GTA 6 is good. And that should be an inherently terrifying prospect, because there is a greater than zero chance that GTA 6 could be bad. Be bad, be average, be mid, be something, you know, like, oh, Trico. Alright, this will be the last one I do, is this Trico hole. We have a Kecleon hole.
I have to level up my bulwark.
Oh shit, a Feebas hole? Wait, we need to catch Feebas anyway. Okay, wait, hold on. Let me go make some better donuts.
Level 4. Okay.
Angel Rose, welcome. Think if it is bad, it kills all the quadruple A studio. Well, there's only one quadruple A studio, and they're already busy fucking around, so. Like, notice how immediately, as soon as Shadows sucked, Ubisoft had to go back to the drawing board and immediately say, okay, guys, don't worry. We're going to make Assassin's Creed, you know, whatever. See how quickly they had to go back and start sucking off the fans? Because they know what they're doing is not sustainable, man. They're not that dumb. Right? Like,
oh boy, the hard stratagems for this week. I cannot use them. I cannot do this as a bulwark.
Listen, I am totally happy to shit on these dudes non-stop. But even they, thank you for the subscription, Angel Rose.
Oh no!
I think it's just funny.
It's not.
all this hype around this, and it's like, bro, like,
It's
you
not
guys
funny.
really gonna keep being hyped for this?
Dude, I don't want GTA 6 to be bad. I just don't really vibe with GTA like I used to, which is fair, right? I used to like GTA a lot more than I do now, right? That's fine. But what I think is realistically going to happen is I think it's going to be very hyped up. It'll be fine. I think it'll be fine. I don't even think it'll be like super woke or whatever. I think it'll be fine. So, yeah, Angel Rose, welcome. Thank you for the subscription. If you're interested, I have done a full playthrough of this game from start to finish. You are more than welcome to check it out. I have a playlist on this channel among all the other playlists of other playthroughs that I've done. So please feel free to peruse that at your earliest or at any opportunity. Much appreciated. Thank you for the subscription. 2 new people. Yeah, but one subscription. That's good. Listen, man, we're pushing forward to that mythical 120.
Oh, the Emperor. Oh, Sanguinius.
How many is this? 6? Okay, well. Gonna have to make more 2-star donuts. I hate my life. Oh, Lord. Alpha power, very nice. I think a lot of people, I don't think it'll be a studio hit though, Viv, is what I'm saying. I think a lot of people will say, damn, I waited all this time for GTA 6 and it was bad. Why am I going to look forward to like any other game? I think that's going to be the big issue that's going to happen. I don't think it's going to necessarily be reflective of games.
Isn't that a bit extreme though?
That's exactly how the video game industry crashed before, Max. People started buying all these games and they were all dog shit. And they would all come out, they'd be glitchy, they'd be fucked up, false advertising and everything. And so that led to the video game crash of 83, sorry. And that's, why do you think the Nintendo seal of approval exists? Because Nintendo was willing to say, like, look, our games are quality, we mean it. Now, the Nintendo seal of approval doesn't mean anything. It's like if Microsoft stamped all their products with the Microsoft seal of approval, but that's the point. Is that they were willing to come out into an industry that most people thought was dead and probably never going to recover. And they did that. I think we might be in for another dark ages of video games, potentially.
Darkness.
I think the dark ages of gaming is really, really close, folks. Take that for what you will. If not gameplay-wise, I think ideologically we are. But hey, you know, you're free to say I don't know what I'm talking about. You'd be wrong, but you know, you're welcome to be wrong too. Dude, I do not have enough sweets. Oh my god, dude. Why are Tenga and Habans the hardest to get, man? Honestly, like, I kind of just wish I could hack this fucking game, like, no joke. These dudes are killing me,
I saw a Pokemon clip where Ash's Gengar apparently learned Will-O-Wisp. And he almost got hit by it, but what's the Inferna something?
Infernape?
Infernape, yeah, saved him because the Gengar got scared a bit.
What do you guys think? Alpha Power? I don't think I have an Alpha Power 2 anymore. I think I used all my Alpha Power 2s. Alright, I really genuinely kind of want to get a big shiny Gyarados. I want it so badly. And also a Milotic, maybe. And then like a big Trico as well. The fuck is going on? Dude, look at this. This is dog shit, by the way. You could just tell it's bad.
LIRR workers really said, yeah, we want more, bro.
Nah, man, the commute is the best part of New York. Which part? The part where I get macheted in the face, or the part where shit doesn't work and breaks down constantly? Oh, we'll never know, dude. Dude, where's the Magikarp and Feebas spawns? This is bullshit. Yeah, I'm about to quit, bro. Is this too far away?
Okay, yeah, I can see why this modifier is a problem. Or the Emperor. Or the All-Father.
Bro. I'm getting fucking super trolled right now. Uh-oh, someone tagged me? That's how you know it's bad. If I get tagged in certain streams, the war crimes of the World of Warcraft community... Uh-oh. No one listen, if you want to know what one of the biggest war crimes of the WoW community is, go look at go Google Area 52.
Why do I feel like that's something I should not Google?
What do you mean?
It's just like, it kind of sounds strangely like the whole Boku no Pico shit.
No. It's a server on WoW.
Oh.
Now, what happens on that server is another topic entirely.
You see, now you scared me.
Oh,
So,
whatever, bro. Are you going to be
take
scared by
responsibility.
everything in life, Max?
Are you not? Are you
gonna-
not the one who
gonna
complains
be a
about
man?
everything I know about the boys is forced against my will?
Yes, because I'm not scared of it. I just don't care. That's the
This
difference.
is grape.
Yes, I don't care. I literally come in, I'm like, oh, good, another episode of The Boys. Yay, Homelander bad and like Trump, Huey cool and like, I don't know, Biden, I guess. I don't fucking know. Yeah, what a
I
great
love
show.
how you said Homelander was based for banning abortion.
Homelander is the most based and correct character on that fucking show. He's the only real character on that show. Yes, my favorite part of The Boys is when they run the same loop every single season. Like, after season 2, I was like, I don't care anymore. Like, this show is just stupid. Just stop caring. I don't give a shit. I'm glad for all the actors. You know, I'm glad everything worked out and everyone's doing all right, you know. But do I care that much? Not really. And look, I'm just being honest. Like, I could lie. I could be like, no, I do care, guys. You have to understand the intricacies and the nuance of The Boys. It is a fantastic show. When that character crawled up that man's penis, it was really elaborately well done. Now, what a great show.
Hey, you know, Love Sausage is such an interesting character.
Maybe I'm just a little bit over the whole evil Superman archetype. Maybe I'm just a little bit over a lot of this shit, man. Personally.
What? Okay, I really hate this mission. Seriously.
Dude, I want my yellow Magikarp. I want an alpha yellow Magikarp so fucking badly. Did I ever get an alpha shiny Gyarados before? If I don't get one from this hole, I might reset. I didn't even find where the Feebas spawn is. So I think, unfortunately, certain Pokemon are just really rare. It's hard for them to show up, and then when they do, they only have like one spawn in the entire area. So, yeah, this is why I don't play ZA, and why I'm going to be out of here in a minute.
Power of one, the power of two,
Shut up.
the power
I
of
hate
many.
Die. Yeah, that's that great dialogue. That's why everyone loved the Acolyte, guys. They loved it so much, nobody watched it, and they canceled it. What was that show that they had where they're canceling it? Oh, Star Trek. What was it, the New Academy or whatever? Star Trek Academy? Whatever. Yeah, guys, the numbers are so bad, it didn't even break the top 10 on the streaming service it's on, and we got completely clowned on YouTube when we released the first episode for free, and, you know, now we're just gonna cancel season 2. Like, well, yeah, no shit, stupid. Did you see that tweet about the Bond book? He hasn't. as like a soft Bond fan, even I'm like, dude, can we just stop, bro? Oscar for best writing, yeah. You know, someone will suck it off and be like, this show really opened my mind to a brand new perspective. I've never thought about Star Trek like that before. Someone who's probably never watched Star Trek a day in their fucking life.
Just like
Many
Minotaur
such
Milking
cases.
Farm.
No, not even like that. Just like Resident Evil fans, in quotations, telling you they don't need to play the game to be a fan of the game. And then that you should listen to their opinion with the same gravitas and weight as someone who actually does play it. Like, it's the same shit with Star Fox fans. And I used to
Like
say
the
this
dude,
against...
or like the people who want to say, hey, or who want to claim Bayonetta now too.
Yeah, like, it's the same shit. It's like, oh, I'm such a huge fan of Resident Evil. I mean, I would never, ever play the games at all, even if they're on fucking sale for like $5. I would never, ever buy and play Resident Evil. But, you know, I'm such a huge fan of it. Like, I don't even lie and say I'm a COD fan anymore. I was. I don't lie and say it. They made 20 episodes in 2 fucking seasons, and it's all a waste, and they're canning it because it's shit. Honestly, the Paramount merger might have saved them a lot of money. Why? Because that guy probably came in and was like, how much are we making from this show? Probably nothing. Oh, well, it's over then. I'm done. I'm canning it. No, you don't understand. You have to keep it around. How will we explore topics like diversity and equity and inclusiveness? We won't. I'm canning the show. Like, I genuinely hope the conversation was literally just that simple and terse. Like, let's just get this shit popping, bro. Like, we're gonna waste time for the rest of our lives trying to fucking promote this stupid show that isn't gonna go anywhere? Like, why would we do that? Why would any actual business promote a product that is wasting money that much? It's not going to any season. It is not ingratiating itself with any fans. You can't even cope and be like, oh, well,
Reach City.
Yeah, like, come on, man. Like, is anyone in the Halo universe saying that this is a worthy show? I think the biggest thing is that we just have a lot of fans of, like, Zach Krieger's other works who are like, oh, he'll do Resident Evil justice. Well, I don't, my checks don't clear from Capcom, so I'm gonna tell you I think it's dog shit.
An iPhone in 1998.
No, the cope is that it's a fucking angled flashlight, like what they have in Silent Hill. So maybe, I'm even willing to give that one a little bit of leeway. I still think it looks like shit. How did that not hit it? This game is a load of bullshit. Okay, what do we have? Okay, before it sees me, we're gonna travel. Honestly, I need to go back up there and catch another Feebas, because Feebas is kind of rare, and I don't really know when I'll find another one. I mean, like, that's how I feel about the majority of Star Wars bullshit. I'm like, why is Rogue One not a fucking TV show? Inversely, like, what do you even care about Star Wars bullshit? Man, I really hope it's a rumor that they leak to see what people would say and react. As if they need to, like, temperature take. Yeah, sure, dude. You really have to take the temperature on if people like the sequel trilogy or not? Come on, bro. You haven't, if you don't know that, and you work at Disney, your words I can't say on stream, I'll just say you're stupid. You're stupid or you just actively don't care. Because even passively,
everybody knows,
you know that.
Everybody knows Anakin Skywalker. You know how Anakin Skywalker blew up the Death Star. It's like
Max remembers this shit encyclopedically, and I just threw it out of my head because I'm like, you're an idiot. I don't care what you have to say. Like, imagine being a fan of a video game and then not buying and playing the game. Right? Like, when I originally was watching playthroughs made me want to buy and play the game. The only question was back then, when I was 14, did I have the money or could I convince my mom to buy it? That was pretty much it. Like, I remember watching people play Resident Evil 4, and I was like, yo, I want to play this fucking game. This game looks dope. Especially after playing the other games, I was like, yeah, let me fucking do it. And so I went out, and I think we got it for like $20 on clearance. Don't remember from where. It's been way too long. It's been like 20 years since I got that game.
how I ended up getting into Mass Effect. I saw gameplay for the Mako and some of the dialogue. I was like, yo, I want this. And this was like, what 2008, 2009, like a year after it came out, I think. And I got it for like $20 at GameStop.
Yeah, and dudes will really sit here and tell you that they can't walk to their nearest GameStop or Best Buy or Target or Amazon or wherever and just buy a fucking shitty copy of a game and just play it, bro. Come on, man. You couldn't just hop on. You could go on any fucking console, on any of the built-in stores on the console and buy like half of the series in question. Now, in the case of Star Fox, I will at least give you some leniency. You're kind of fucked. It is very hard to find and play fucking Star Fox anything if you don't have a Wii U. I will give you that leniency. That is kind of hard. That's why the Star Fox community is kind of like super dead. Oh my god, dude, nothing, man. What the fuck is going on? I don't need that thing to be an alpha. I will reset this if I don't get anything. Probably should at this point. I just really hate Lego Batman 3. I'm not gonna lie to you, Chief. That game kind of...
You really hate that suit function, don't you?
Man, you know, sometimes marathons are a good thing, and then sometimes marathons are a bad thing. Like, when I did the God of War marathon leading up to God of War Ascension, that was really fun, but I won't lie to you, I basically burnt myself out on God of War. Like, I played 5 God of War games back to back. Like, I was sick of that dude throwing his chains around. Dead Space was only 2 games, and I played them a bunch, so it was just me running through it one final time. Which I actually forgot I did those playthroughs years later. Like, I've done so many playthroughs, dude, I just forget what I have and haven't done at this point.
Wish I was able to play the Dead Space 2 DLC, honestly.
Oh, well.
But then I'd have to probably play the on-rails Wii shooter, too.
I have that. I have all of this shit, dude.
Yeah, I don't know who made the decision to not let that DLC be ported to PC.
Same dudes that didn't bring back Pinnacle Station for Mass Effect for no reason.
I mean, didn't you say Pinnacle Station was kind of...
Yeah, but it shouldn't be cut. It should just be there. It's like, what the fuck, dude? Yeah, it's kind of just a horde mode that they throw in that doesn't really mean anything in the grand scheme of things. But it was still content that's now basically... Oh! Why did it ring twice? Alright, what are we catching a shiny Gyarados in? Alpha Magikarp, because I think it's an alpha. What Pokeball is worth it? We could just do ye old luxury. But we... the level ball also could work. Right? Use this item? How does that even work? Because it would be golden. Ah, fuck. This is actually a really hard question. I actually don't know. Level ball's probably dog shit, by the way, because they're all level 100.
Does the girl have a name?
I hate you. Let's start a fucking luxury ball. Call it a day.
Does the man have a name?
Awful. They did not have the base code for the DLC. Modder remade it. They should have just bought the modder and sold it. Yeah, well, that would involve them bending the knee, and we know that historically game companies do not bend the knee.
Like Disney. Will not bend the knee to admit that the sequel trilogy was the wrong move.
Yeah, until Filoni took over and KK was gone, you think that they would ever bend the fuck... What? How's there a Magikarp up here? What? What is going on? Yeah, damn. We have to keep that Feebas with the lure ball. I also have to go buy more luxury balls. I'm a genius and I don't buy replacement luxury balls because they're expensive. Oh, that's a shiny alpha. No! Dude, I'm out of fucking luxury balls. Are you kidding me? Awful. Dude, I'm never gonna get the shiny Pokemon I want, says the man who got the exact shiny. Oh, and it's female, so it has the white whiskers instead of the gold. Let's go. I'm never gonna get the things I want in life. That's actually what I was telling Narg the other day, was, unfortunately, one of my favorite songs in a video game is I Always Kill the Things I Love. That's probably not the name of the song, that's just the lyric for it. And I'll never play LA Noire, probably, because it's not a very fun game to replay, in my opinion. Like, if I replayed it, I would just play it with the fucking... Wait a minute, I could play it for Xbox. No, I already did play it for Xbox, but I guess I could just play LA Noire. What is it, remastered? What do they call it? LA Noire or something? I don't know. To be fair, LA Noire is a little bit of an... I don't want to use the word edgy game, but it is a very mature game, let's say that. So I don't know, if I were to play LA Noire, I'd probably put it on a I'm going to basically have to start a secondary channel for all the playthroughs that I will be worried would hit this channel. Yes, I know it's a 15-year-old game, but I know what content is in LA Noire, and it's very sexual, and it's very, there's a lot of stuff going on in that game. I mean, the entire plot of the game is fucking drugs, dude.
My name's Tyrone.
Thank you.
I like crack. Hey, Joe Rogan, got some rocks?
Very appropriate. We're in a game about black morphine dealers. Max makes a Tyrone joke from Dave Chappelle. That's nice. Max is always right on the money. Max is always right on the demonetization train for me. Much appreciated, my brother.
And then I realized I killed her because I loved her.
Oh, Jesus, you're the worst.
And I loved her because I killed her.
That's
Rest
the only
in
thing
peace
a
to that
remake...
dude.
Yeah, honestly, rest in peace to him, but that's the only thing like a remake of those games could really do justice for, is you could actually have good moments like that. And not have it be, like, awkwardly shoved in like, a conversation randomly. That would be kind of nice.
I really love how they said, yeah, if you, depending on what gender, that determines what one of your companions, who one of your companions
not
is.
a huge fan of how they did that, but whatever. Kind of wish you could just get a bunch of stuff. And also, I don't like how linear those games are. Like, basically, you kind of get locked in really hard in the KOTOR games in a way you don't in Mass Effect. Like, you could just do
these are
I know, they're
the old-ass RPG. The funny thing is, they're hailed as such good Star Wars RPGs because I don't think we ever got anything like that ever again after those two games.
because Disney fucking hates you.
Only thing we ever had that was like fun action, I guess, story was the Jedi Outcast game, and I guess the Jedi Knight Jedi Academy game.
Fuck.
And then what was it? The game for Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith, to promote the movie, of course.
Yeah, which I can never put on fucking YouTube, by the way. Tried twice, and every time, because they use scenes from the movie, I get slapped. That's nice. No, you have to understand. You're spoiling a 21-year-old movie and using the scenes. You're costing Disney big bucks. Yeah, Disney's really gonna go bankrupt because I showed a video game tie-in cutscene. Definitely, guys. You got me. This was my master plan to get my ultimate revenge on Disney. You got me.
This isn't goodbye, Anakin. I will see you again, my friend. sees him again. And what happens? They're trying to kill each other. I also love how somebody's like, just think about it like this. This is the last time Ahsoka saw Anakin before he became Darth Vader. Her saying goodbye to Anakin before he and Obi-Wan go to save the Chancellor.
Damn, she was gone that whole fucking movie. I see, that's the thing, we watched that and I kind of forgot like a good chunk of it. I ain't gonna lie.
And I love how before they try to go rescue the Chancellor, oh, I guess you guys are just prioritizing the Chancellor again, Ahsoka. There's an attack in the heart of the Republic. Meanwhile, calls them out for, I left the Jedi because of this kind of hubris.
Yeah, I bet she regrets how she did things back then, huh? Man, seeing Revenge of the Sith in theaters is so fun. I saw this huge post someone made where they were like, oh, I took my son to see it, and I told him, like, look, this movie is considered, like, super cheesy. Like, people were just like, whatever. Apparently, everyone in the theater was, like, happy as fuck. They were, like, cheering along. This dude pops up, says hello there. Everyone says it with him. Everyone's laughing, having a fun time. The fact that the prequels have aged like wine just highlights how bad the fucking sequels are. Because the sequels have aged like dog shit, and they will continue to because there's nothing to lasso onto. You can't even, like, you know, subtly, like, enjoy any of it if you actually care, because it's like there's nothing to lasso onto. I don't give a fuck what this, you know, Rey Palpatine does. I don't care about how badly she treats her teammates, because, I mean, to be frank with her, they are kind of dog shit and useless and just take up space. She's not totally wrong, actually. So if you don't like Rey, then the entire trilogy falls apart, because that's really the only character you care about. Or could care about, even. It's just bad. Only reason I rant about it now is to kill time. As Max knows. Ask, what? Ask Ahi if he's ready to pay a subscription for opening the door to his apartment. Key subscription. I don't know what you're talking about. Why would Ash be ready to pay a subscription for opening the... This isn't Ash I'm talking to. And why would we have to pay a subscription to open a door to our apartment? I don't get it. Yeah, well, you do have to pay a subscription to open the door to your apartment. It's called rent. That's what some people are having to pay for. It's called rent. I know, I get what you're saying, but, like, I don't know. Was that shiny? I wasn't looking. No. Shit is activating my predator vision. Why did I do all this so I could just run around normally? I mean, what's the actual story behind it? Like, you can't just tell me people have to pay a subscription for opening a door to an apartment. Like, what do you mean? Is it like a key fob that you have to pay on top of that and they don't let you use actual keys? Yeah, I'd be pretty fucking pissed. Oh, well, you might lose your key. Yeah, well, I might lose my phone. Like, what are we talking about? Oh, well, you could unlock your door with your phone. Okay, but I could unlock it with the key, and that's the whole fucking point. Like, what if someone steals my phone?
Just imagine in the future, everybody has RFID chips in their hands, and that's how they open their doors.
Yeah, that sounds like a bad idea.
Somebody just decides, I'm gonna chop your fucking hand off.
I mean, even more than that, like, I don't know, man.
Because I remember there was talk about, like, how banks wanted to do things like putting RFID chips in people's hands so that they can, people can activate their bank accounts at ATMs.
Nah, that sounds like a very, very good idea. I'm sure nothing bad will come from doing that. Is it an e-lock? Maybe. I think e-locks are stupid. NYC subways will now take, yeah, they'll just take your hand. I mean, they already have the machetes, and we already have the fucking mayor and the police force that don't do shit about it. They just literally let people in, they take them in at Bellevue, and then they just turn around and kick them the fuck out after 72 hours. 72-hour psychiatric hold, they know they shouldn't, and they just do it. Because otherwise they'd have to do more work and do more shit. And so they do it until the guy kills someone, and then they fucking do something about him. But not before, only after. Only in response. Never in advance. That's New York. And then people will tell you you have the honor and privilege. It's diversity, guys. At least I can have my tacos.
Poor old man that got pushed down the train.
Completely avoidable if they just refuse to let him back out. But in order to fix this, they'd have to get rid of some people, and they will never do that. They will never do that. New Yorkers would rather everyone around them die because they subtly hate themselves.
Irina wouldn't have died if that dude wasn't released.
Yeah, well, that's North Carolina.
47?
So what it
47
shows you,
prior charges?
Something like that. I forget. What it shows you is that it doesn't matter if you're in New York. It doesn't matter if you're in Boston. It doesn't matter if you're in North Carolina. It doesn't matter if you're in Texas. Basically, you know, they can do whatever. They have more annoyance for, what is it, Chud or whatever, than the guy that killed Irina. They said Bond's completely... They tell you that guy's too stupid to stand trial, and then they're like, okay. Well, I mean, if someone's too stupid to stand trial for shit that they allegedly did, like, what the fuck are we supposed to do? Just let them back out?
You ever see the picture of the chick who was in court smiling after killing that kid? And, like, they said, yeah, she was deemed incompetent to, like, stand trial.
No,
apparently they put her through therapy. And essentially she was deemed competent enough to stand trial after
because a lot of people will just play dumb. They'll just be like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, no, she's actually in prison now because of that.
Well, right, but what I'm saying is that everyone is suddenly too stupid to stand trial once they've been accused, Max. I don't know what you're talking about, Max. A YouTube channel. I've never been a YouTube channel a day in my life. I don't know what you're talking.
I like people.
Jesus, that scared the fuck out of me.
I like people, don't you know?
Max, I've never been played through a day in my life. Sir, you have a channel with 14,000 videos. I can't recall. It's like everyone suddenly I can't recall what Diddy was doing, guys. We had no idea that Diddy was beating up his girlfriend and doing all this illicit shit. It was impossible to know. I had no idea. Same vibes.
Man's decided to throw a vase at her.
Same vibes, same energy. Yeah, I had no idea that he was beating up Cassie. No idea. It was impossible to know, guys. Sorry. Couldn't tell. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm actually more likely to believe that people that hung out with David had no idea what the fuck he was doing. Right? This is why I don't like that whole guilt by association. but I do think that a lot of people knew, and they just... I feel like with David, I don't think anyone knew, genuinely, because this dude got caught within like 2 to 3 years. With Diddy been doing in and out of fucking legal lawfare for the last 30 years? Yeah, somebody knew and no one said anything. 100%. This dude does not have better ops than Mossad and the CIA and the FSB. That just doesn't happen. Sorry. Someone definitely knew. Now the question of who and when will never be answered because no one's ever going to incriminate themselves. That's a Fifth Amendment violation. They'll never do that. There's no reason for anyone to ever come out and say, yeah, I knew Diddy was doing some freaky shit, but, you know, I was getting kickbacks from it, so it was okay, man. I was getting kickbacks, man. That dude Diddy was giving me that za. He was giving me that hookup, man. I didn't say nothing. I didn't see nothing, I didn't say nothing. Man, he threw a lamp at that bitch, man. What the hell she do to deserve that? And what the fuck she do to him? You know, that's how it is. Okay. I am getting royally fucked here, and I don't enjoy it. Alright, I'm done after this. I hate my life. Man, I don't know what the hell you talking about. Yeah, I know multiple people that are work in the mental health sector. And even they just say that they just let people out, so, you know. Dude, why did it have to be 2 fucking Bellsprouts and not a single Trico? Like, do you know how bad my luck is? Like, genuinely. Like, that's ridiculous. 2 Bellsprouts and not a single Trico? Come on, man. Bro, this is why I don't do Pokemon seriously, dude. Some people show up and they get alpha shinies on the Pokemon that they care about. And man, I can't even get a shiny alpha to save my life. I got the Magikarp one, and that's like actually rare. These dudes bust out with like alpha shinies and online non-fucking stop. It's ridiculous. I would love to get a shiny alpha Metagross, but I know that's not happening. Let alone how annoying it is to catch a fucking Beldum. You know how much time and effort you have to spend?
Like my shiny.
Yeah, I like my fucking shinies. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm like Gollum with this shit, man. They're all my precious. But I want it, damn it. And if I likes you and I wants you. Now we can do this the easy way or the hard way, Chris Handsome.
I don't think we'll be doing anything.
Oh, okay. I see. So you want to do it the hard way? Okay.
See, I called you Chris Handsome.
I wonder how much of this we've made up and just kind of memed into existence.
I remember when I saw the actual real life interview with the Booty Warrior, I was like,
oh my
bro,
God, what a fucking
this
show.
dude looks exactly as you'd expect him to look.
Booty was more important than air, than water.
I didn't come for little boys, but
I came for man's butt.
butts.
Oh my God.
Can't have that show again because apparently Tyler Perry got it canceled.
Allegedly, supposedly, I find it very suspicious that one of the most pro-black shows on cable gets canned in its 3rd season. Yeah, okay, dude. Like, at least Black Dynamite was just never popular. Like, the cartoon was good, but the movie was terrible. So, like, okay, Black Dynamite gets canned on its cartoon, fine. It sucks, but whatever. I kind of understand it, right? Like, who the fuck wants to keep that shit around? Like, oh, that's a shiny, by the way. Good lord. You don't flee, right? No. I came from
You guys didn't blow up the
man's
tank.
butt.
Okay, so I'm the only one trying to blow up that tank, huh?
Bro actually plays Battlefield and expects his teammates to help him. How do I tell him? I don't have the I don't have the heart to do it to blood.
Thank God they nerfed mortars.
Oh my god! Ah, the game's playable now. Fuck.
What the fuck? I missed.
What the fuck is this level layout? Dude, these spawns are ass! This is booty butt cheeks. Yeah, I'm done after this. I've had enough gotcha for one day.
I get hit by a little bird. Oh my god, you people need to help me.
Oh yeah, and they didn't have little birds in that game at launch either. Man, Battlefield 6 is just missing a lot, dude. I don't know, dude. Like, don't get twisted. Like, I think it's a good game. I just think, like, damn, 4 had a lot more content at launch. I mean, that's just something you have to consider. 4 had a lot more content when it dropped. Yeah, I can only do this so much. It drains you. It saps your life energy. Oh. No. No. Dude, I'm never getting that shiny Trico I want. You know what? I'm not even going to use the word want that I deserve. You got to envision it. You got to be able to, you know, foresee it in your mind's eye. I deserve this because I am me.
Okay, LTG.
I mean, it's the fucking truth, dude. Listen, no one else plays video games like I do. Most people are gonna fucking quit. Most people are just gonna bitch and quit and then not do something. But my determination to not do that is precisely why I will prevail. Booty was more important than air. Good fucking lord.
Hey, where are you going? This is a perfectly reasonable situation for you to lose your life.
It was a perfectly good opportunity to throw your life away.
Wait, I'm white.
Wait, I'm white.
Hey, you know somebody got offended.
Dude, someone will always get offended by anything you do. We had black women saying that Jinx looks like a black woman, so they had Nintendo change the fucking color of the Pokemon. Dude, there are always people that are mentally ill and mentally disturbed. You want to know what we do in a right country, in a good country? We fucking ignore them. It's not like a vast majority of the Pokemon fan base was like, damn, man, how could, you know, this feels a little racist, man. Like, I don't know if I could support you, man. Like, you know, you see what you be doing with these Pokemon, man. Like, that ain't right, man. Come on. Something's always wrong with someone somewhere, especially people that aren't actually, they don't care about the game. They just want to fucking bitch, bro. Unfortunately, one of the biggest mistakes we made post 2012 was giving these people any amount of leeway and power, but it was out of most people's control. That's just what every fucking company decided to do all at once. I'm not doing this right now because I'm done for now. I'll do it later. I'd literally rather play something else.
Who let them steal one of our tanks?
Okay. Oh boy. That's enough Pokemon for now as I knock everything over. Alright, Max.
Yep.
Any final words for your loving fans?
You always say this.
Well, yeah, I mean, they enjoy listening to you here. They don't complain and say, well, you know, I prefer your content when you don't have that guy on the stream. I think he's a weirdo and he likes a lot of stuff that you don't.
Story of my life.
Well, okay.
Anyway.
Bro, you know what, man? I'm tired, boss. This dude is killing my fucking brand. Anyway, I want to thank everyone who showed up. Thanks, Viv. Thanks, Narg. Thanks, Warlord. Thanks, Ash. Thanks, Angel Rose. Thanks, Angel Rose, for the subscription. Thanks, Kumi, over on Twitch for the chats. I will see you all tomorrow for Assassin's Creed and Dark Souls. All right, sounds good. Wait a minute. Yo, Angel Rose has a shiny Magikarp in her PFP. What the fuck? That's awesome. We just caught one. Very nice. All right, I'm out of here, folks. Hope you all have a good evening.